So, okay, this time I'm going to play bishop f5 because no one's actually played it. Now, we'll see if my opponent knows to play for the quick kingside attack with knight e5 and g3 and everything else. He doesn't. So now after e6, I'm probably completely stable here. And unlike the regular London, white's put the knight here. So with the knight in front of the pawn, if you don't create play quickly, black will get to play on the c file and challenge your center. And because the knight is in front, you don't get to challenge the black center. So I will just drop back, trade the bishops here. Very similar to the traditional London from my standpoint with the black pieces now. I'm playing the regular setup, maybe c5 or maybe c6 as well. Goes knight h4. I'm going to play c5, try to challenge the white center immediately because white can't put a pawn on c3 to reinforce the central pawn chain. Goes rook e1. Okay, so let's play rook c8, try to use this open file. I don't know if he'll take or he'll leave it here. I'm still not sure which one he's doing, but it still makes sense to put the rook on the open file. I can always develop the bishop and castle the king, which I will do in the next couple of moves as well. Why does this look good for white optically? Probably because you have the two b's here. But if you don't get a break in the center and open up diagonals, the b's aren't super active. So he goes knight a4, which is a completely reasonable move. It's not a great move. And now here, if I were playing seriously, I'd probably go c4. But I'm going to play bishop e7 and just castles. And white can trade, but again, at some point, he's giving me a little bit more of the center. Goes c3. Now, actually, I kind of can't resist. I have to play c4 because there's an old adage or saying in chess, which is the knight on the rim is dim. And here, the knight on the rim is extremely dim. He can go knight c5, but he will lose some material. Knight has no backward jumps here. And so the knight is very, very dim. Okay, let's just take. I'll take with the bishop up a pawn. I also have this, I don't know what you call this formation of pawns. It's like the pyramid with the pharaoh here. The bishop is the pharaoh inside the tomb, I guess. Something like that. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but whatever. We're streaming. You try to have fun with chess, and it is what it is. No, but I have this is like the pharaoh's body, right? Because the pharaoh body is in the middle of the tomb. So like you've got the pyramid of Giza, but then the bishop is the pharaoh, right? I don't know. Anyway, let's trade some pieces, trade the bishops off, because now I have an extra pawn here. So I should be doing very, very well. He trades. Now I've threatened to mate him on h2 because of the open h file here, and I haven't not castled. It's a Dorito formation. He goes h3, so now we'll just castle my king out. I know about Dorito formation. Actually, I need to get a little bit more coffee. It's only a little bit low, so I'll probably get some more coffee in a second after this game, and we'll just keep rolling right along. Okay, now I can't take with a d pawn because then I lose the queen. We don't want to do a Botez gambit, so I'll take with this one. And now the bishop is very, very passive behind all these pawns. So the bishop being so passive, and some of these pawns in opposite colors, I'm going to try to go after these pawns with my horse here. So the bishop can never guard the pawns. The bishop is really dominated by this chain of four. Really, really dominated. Really good thing I remember Hikaru's on kick. Yeah, today we're on kick. Friday will be on kick as well, I think. Saturday will be on kick. Tuesday we'll be back on Twitch. So just keep rolling along, you guys. I'm just take the pawn, fork the queen and the rook. So, forking the queen and the rook, we're going to win some material, and we should win the game. Let's just take. Let's go c3, attack the queen. Also, I've got a rook behind a pass pawn. Very, very fundamental concept that you'll see a lot of, by the way, the rook behind the pawn. Even in this endgame, which is not a rook and pawn endgame, rook behind a pass pawn is one of the strongest formations that naturally occurs in a lot of different positions. So now I'm just going to trade the queens here because I've got the rook versus the bishop. Very, very straightforward. If you were to play bishop d